brings me to Chicago and the landscape of Chicago that you create. You told an amazing, or you took on an amazing riff in New York talking about the history of jazz and the lack of representation, and part of what you wanted to kind of capture in telling this untold story. But I wonder if you could also speak a little bit to, and again, we've spoken about this, but it is just so compelling. The scene, the drive through the ward, right? So in a drive, I don't know how long it is, a 2-minute drive through a single ward in Chicago, you go from one completely different community and neighborhood to another, right? And it's one alderman who's representing the diversity, the complexity, the disparity of humanity in one single neighborhood in Chicago.
Well, it's interesting. That was, I mean, there's 6 different narratives going in that 2.5 or less minute drive, because you get a situation immediately when Jack, enters into the car after he just spoke to these women. We understand immediately that he doesn't give a damn about these people. We understand that he's not actually interested in politics. We understand that he has a sort of a fracture with his father. We understand that Siobhan, this woman doesn't say anything visually in the picture, is the driving force behind him, wanting him to be mayor, pushing him. We understand that, through the conversation, the first conversation I have when I get into the car about sort of a sexual, sort of racial sort of comment, that the driver is black, and where's he going to go? Who's going to pay him better than that? I mean, I've had chauffeurs, been driven to XYZ, having this, telling you the same kind of stories, and also the fact of the matter of public and private, with politicians and so forth. We don't need to access Hollywood tape to know what happens in private and public. And also, yes, the car is moving from this predominantly African-American neighborhood, poor African-American neighborhood, into a more affluent white neighborhood. So you have these sort of strands, 6 strands of narrative going on in 2.5 minutes, because somehow there's a situation of also wanting to sort of pull, be effective, be sort of, can I say, within 2.5 minutes, we know everything about these 2 guys. Sorry, these 2 people, everything. And we know it because they're unguarded. They're just who they are in that car. So they're not sort of speaking to someone, so from there we have to decide who they are, to actually be unguarded and actually honest in front of their driver, who they obviously don't have any, he's just a tool in order to get them from A to B.
It's incredible.